How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is the day of another day we call Sunday. Anybody been saying what's going on, people? Happy Easter for the people who celebrate Easter and stuff like that. Hopefully everybody's doing everything that needs to be done as far as getting your life together and, still holding on to your goals and your dreams and, pushing down doors for people who don't think you could possibly do the things that you're doing. Anyway, that being said, what's good, people? I want to talk about something that's at hand right now that I feel so need to be talked about. I did the thing in reference to the 7 transgender people that's been murdered, within this year, the 7th person. And as I was doing it, information in reference to that, I stumbled across one of the trans men that I was, when I was at the story, I couldn't across one of the trans men, and his name was, was DeMarkis Stanberry, 30 years old, trans man. Here he is right here. Okay, you see that? Very handsome man. And I wanted to find out, exactly what happened to him. So, as I wanted to do, do some research on him. He was killed in Louisiana. He was shot in the skull, point blank range, by a friend of his. It was allegedly done by mistake. And he was pronounced dead on the scenes. And the person who killed him, well, I say alleged, but his alleged killer is Nicholas, 23 years old, Matthews. Here he is right here. Now, this is what happened. They were friends, and allegedly they was friends, but on a Saturday, February 2016, which was last month, Prescott rode home in Baton Rouge, LA. Matthews at 11:30 a.m. was inside their house, living room with DeMarkis, the trans man. I don't want to confuse you. Now, Matthews had went into him, and I guess, playing around the room, because he thought on New Year's Eve, he had shot all the guns out, so, he thought there was no bullets out of the guns. So allegedly, he walked into DeMarkis, the trans man, and he took the gun to his head and shot him point blank range in his head and killed him dead on the scenes. Now, what happened was, which kind of makes it a little strange, because his brother was over there. His name was Frederick. And Frederick Matthews was inside the room. He had went over to pick up some DJ equipment from Matthews' house. And when he heard the shooting and everything, he ran out to the front room. And all he could hear was Matthews saying, "Oh, I fucked up now. I done fucked up." So he was upset. What he did was, so his brother was like, what should I do? What should I do? So he said, I'm going to call my father. So he called his father, and his father told him to call 911. Now, this is kind of weird, within the story. And he was standing over, stealing the circle. So, Matthews, Nicholas, the one who shot him, he drove away from the house. He panicked, drove away from the house, took the handgun, went and hid it somewhere in a vacant lot on the 4,000 block of Fairwood Drive, but told, the deputies where he retracted the story and went and told them, what he did, and, around 5 p.m. on that Saturday. Now, the bill was set at $90,000. Now, the sad part about it is that, he was murdered, but Nicholas, 23 years old, is a convicted felon, and he was charged on negligent homicide, use of a firearms by a felon, and it's real sad, and the girlfriend had went, because the trans man had a girlfriend, her name was Maisha Brown. They was in a 4-year relationship, and she said she confirmed that they was real good friends and stuff, and allegedly there was a mistake. So, my thing is I don't know if or and, but we know that our trans brother, DeMarkis Stanberry, is at 30 years old. You know, and as I was covering that story, I came across another picture of another man, and I kept seeing this picture, you know, it kept standing out to me. So I don't know, I just clicked on it, and I didn't read anything to indicate anything. You know, I understand that, you know, a lot of times we want to, you know, use the right pronouns when it comes to our trans, but the thing to me, I feel as though if we're going to do these things for all these other advocates out there, put trans man or transgender man or whatever, trans something, because I kept saying this man's name, his name was Nino Jackson, 26 years old, he's a picture right here. And I thought it was a man. So I didn't really look into the story. And I happened to stumble across another page. Let's click on Neo right now. Neo Jackson was 26 years old, trans man. This is also in February of last month. And he had been reported missing. See this right here? Okay. Now, he had been reported missing, and, you know, they couldn't find out where he was at. And his car was found in Jackson. Okay, he disappeared in Dallas. The police in the suburbs of Rowlett found Jackson abandoned vehicle on the side of the highway, and they found the car, but they couldn't find it. So they went and they, you know, found the car. So they went and found he was actually, allegedly, he committed suicide, and his car had pulled over. So I'm feeling, this is what I'm thinking. He pulled the car over, just left it, just went and jumped off the bridge, and he killed himself. You know, and his friend said he was suffering from depression. You know, and there's the picture right here in case I didn't show it to you. This is him. So, also came across something else which I didn't know about as well. This also happened last month of February. Another transgender woman. And this is in February, 3500 block on Roosevelt Avenue, El Motel, or El Mino Motel, Veronica Banks Cano. Forgive me if I butchered the names up, but you know, here's the picture right here. Okay, this is San Antonio, Alton, reported dead, fully clothed inside of a bathtub, and it was some water still inside the tub. According to KFT TV, there was no signs of trauma. They were trying to, you know, interview people that was at the hotel to see if someone that came in, you know, foul play or something, but they didn't find anything. And she worked as a certified nurse, and she had a friend and stuff, but he said he had lost track of her, and she was staying in some home, and she was living in Pleasanton. She was a native of Pleasanton, Texas, and she had got a license, and she went to nursing school, and she became a nurse, and she was working in, you know, in Pleasanton, and she was a certified nurse. And I didn't hear about her, but allegedly she's been out there and stuff. And they're saying that they're thinking that she committed suicide as well, because everything was going well within her life, and they're not really sure, but they're saying that she committed suicide and Neil committed suicide as well. I don't know if you know about these stories, but I just wanted to let you know about these two people, as well as the third person that was killed. You know, rest in peace, my family, my brothers, Neo and DeMarkis, and my sister, Victoria. I just wanted to put this out there in case you didn't know about this. You know, I wanted to make sure you were aware. But people, there's one, of course, again, have the story for in reference to DeMarkis because he was killed. Maybe it's by accident, you know, and stuff like that, but alleged that's what it was. But as far as Victoria, make sure it's in right here. Nino and Veronica Banks. I'm gonna tell you something. It's about depression. We all go through it and stuff like that. You know, I got through this depression thing, you know, first, you know, suicide stuff like that. Always put the link right here. But I'm gonna tell you something. Something I always said to you before, and I'm gonna say it to you again. Remember, I understand you want to be beautiful and be passable. You know, you want to look, you know, to blend in society. But people, I want you to keep in mind, this is a medicine that you're taking. This medicine messes. This medicine that you're taking is also messing with your mind. You know, you go through mood swings, you go through deep, deep, deep depression. It depends on what you surround yourself around. And sometimes, you know, if you don't have the right people around you or you suffer in silence, this is medicine. It forms depression. It makes you feel suicidal thoughts. It makes you don't want to be here. This is medicine. Sometimes people use different things to try to self-medicate from it, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever they try to do. But you have to understand, you are taking medicine, and it causes depression. You used to watch a TV show, you didn't cry. Now you watch the same TV show, you're crying. This is medicine. It's working on your mind. You understand you want the body, but you understand this is medicine going through your brain. It is in your brain. It's going to form depression. I don't know if you know about this. I've talked about this before, but it does cause depression. So when you are taking this pill, remember, it is affecting your mind. It is affecting your mind. It is affecting your mind. Suicidal thoughts from the pill. So you know when you start these things like that, you say, oh, it's just a medicine. Oh, it's just a medicine. Oh, it's just a medicine. Please keep this in mind when you are taking this medicine. It contains a lot of suicidal thoughts, deep, deep depression. There's so many different ways you could deal with it. You could go walking, you could try to exercise, you know, go out. Any way you can to try to save yourself. But just keep in mind, anybody that would be sad, anybody that been sad, I just want to put that to you on this happy Easter. And I want to say hello my dog, meow. I want to say hello my kings, woof. I want to say hello people, boom. I want to say oh people, bam. And I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. I want you to do, I want you to do the best way that you can. And if nobody likes this, fuck them.